Good old-fashioned salmon croquettes with eggs and grits. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on another episode of Cutting Up with Bae. Today we're going to make some old-fashioned, delicious, inexpensive salmon croquettes. Now you may call them salmon patties, and that's okay too, but regardless of what they're called, they are really, really good, and they're just a old school tradition. So we're having salmon croquettes this morning along with some eggs and some stone ground grits. Now, I don't have a lot of time this morning. I literally have to be out the door in about 20 minutes. So I'm using this quick little gadget to help me cut up my vegetables so I can go ahead and make these salmon patties. Now, I love using a knife to just kind of cut up my stuff. It's actually kind of therapeutic in a way, but since I don't have time for that, this is the next best thing. It's no specific brand. I think I got it out of Kroger. I ordered it off of Instacart like about a couple days ago, so this was the perfect time to use it. And this literally cut my cutting time or prepping time down significantly. So now this is the salmon that I'm using, and I'm going to open it up and pour out the excess fluids. Now, I know it doesn't look appealing at first, but you got to think about it. Back in the day, our parents or even grandparents may have been strapped for cash. So this was something they could go to the store and get. And even though it's inexpensive, it tastes good if you know what you're doing. So I've broken open my salmon, and as you can see, there are some bones here. And you'll see those bones throughout the fish, but we're going to pick those out. So I'm just going to continue to get as much of the bones, the little spine, all of that stuff out. Now, I plan on posting a video with a more updated method using fresh salmon, but I definitely had to start off with the old school recipe. Now, it was at this moment I realized my flash was not on, so I just turned my flash on, and hopefully you can see the rest of the video a little better. Now, some people don't take the bones out, and even though it's a myth that you have to get them all out, some people literally leave the bones in. Growing up, I've seen people, I've even had my grandma get like a bone, not this type of bone, but a fish bone stuck in her throat. So I really try not to ingest fish bones if I don't have to. But we're going to add in some onions, some bell peppers, and some Chef Bae Seasoning Salt. And we're going to add in a little egg and some breadcrumb. Now, some people use 2 eggs for this recipe, and they use 2 eggs because they want to make sure that their salmon patties don't fall apart, because the egg is the glue or the binder. And personally, I've never had an issue with my salmon patties falling apart. But if for some reason your salmon patties are falling apart, definitely feel free to use a second egg. All right, now it's time to turn these salmon balls into salmon patties. I'm just going to form a little patty like I would a burger, and I'm going to preheat my skillet to medium heat or medium high heat, and I'm going to have my oil preheating so that way I can just dump my salmon into the grease when it's hot. So while that's heating up, I'm going to soak my grits. You can use instant grits or regular grits. That's perfectly fine. I wanted to use some stone ground grits. They take just a little bit longer to cook, but they are really delicious. And I like to soak my grits by just pouring them into some water, and I let the grits that quote unquote aren't any good rise to the top, and then I pour them off. So whatever grits soak down to the bottom, that's how you know to cook those. So we're going to cook these according to the instructions on the back of the bag. And make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys so much for your support. And I just want to keep cranking out some more recipes. And I kind of take a look at the like count to know if I should go in the same direction or if I should maybe change directions when it goes to recipes. So make sure you guys like these videos so I can keep them coming. So I shredded up a little cheese because I will throw a little into my scrambled eggs, and I'm also going to throw a little bit into the grits, but I just wanted to shred this and set it aside because sometimes when you use pre-shredded cheese, there's like a little substance on it, like a little powder substance, if you will, that keeps the cheese from sticking together. And it doesn't melt the way I like it to. So when you shred a block of cheese, it will definitely melt better and just be merrier than the cheese that's pre-shredded. So guys, you try it if you have not already. So I'm going to throw in a little butter, and I'm going to add in a little bit of heavy whipping cream to these. I'm going to hit on with a little bit of salt and pepper. And you guys can get all of my seasonings, my garlic butter, aprons, kitchenware at cuttinupwithbae.com. And you can look in your lower left hand screen and see exactly how to, reach out or check out my products. So I didn't want to overcrowd the pan, so I'm putting 3 of them in here. I guess I could have put the 4th one in, but I just wanted to be safe than sorry. Now, a lot of people also will coat their salmon croquettes in cornmeal, and that's okay as well. I just don't like the kind of grittiness from the cornmeal with the salmon croquette, so that's why I don't do it. But if that's what you like, or if that's what you grew up doing, then by all means, I say go for it. These salmon croquettes don't take long at all. They might take about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. And the salmon isn't raw. You just want to cook everything so that way it's warm all the way through. So I have a couple eggs here. I'm going to scramble them. I have my skillet on medium-low heat. The eggs are really quick to cook as well. So now that everything is done, I'm going to start by plating my grits first. Followed by my salmon croquettes. And I'm going to finalize it with some fluffy, cheesy eggs. And just to break open one of these salmon croquettes, they look so good and so tasty. And this was a pretty delicious and exquisite meal back in the day, and it still is. And I don't know about you guys, but around where I stay at, if you want some salmon croquettes or something like this, it's gonna cost you almost 20 bucks. But not today, because we got all the ingredients that we need to make it ourselves. And honestly, when you make food yourself instead of going out to get it, it tastes way better. Now, double tap that like button for that fact alone. So let me know in the comments, what do you like on your salmon croquettes? Do you eat them bare with nothing on them? Or do you like a little bit of ketchup on them? Or perhaps some hot sauce? I actually like them with ketchup. Hot sauce is okay if I don't have any ketchup. So comment below plate A, which has no ketchup on it, or the second plate that has ketchup, and let me know what you prefer. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. We got some barbecue jerk chicken wings coming up on the next video, so stay tuned. Until next time, peace out, you guys. Bye.